Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? It's time for your reading. My name is Kelly, and I will be doing the read here. Let's see what's going on. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. All right, let's get right into it. All right, what's going on with Pisces? What is going on with Pisces? I want to take you guys outside again, but the weather is not permitting me yet. There we have Nathies. Okay. Well, now, Nathies means a couple of things, Pisces. This can talk about a lacking of, or it could be talking about learning. And it could also be, both. So something could be lacking. You could be learning something as well. And what else? Ew. So there's something here that you don't trust, Pisces. This is Iwaz. Okay, that's Iwaz. There's something here that you don't trust. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It could be a person. It could be a situation. But whatever it is that you don't trust, you're 100% right. So trust your intuition. Yeah. Interesting. What else is going on with Pisces? This is going to be a weird reading, huh? What else is going on with Pisces? Yeah, if you don't trust something, make sure you're using your intuition because that confirms it right there. Yeah, because, this could be like a loss of money or something, all right? So, yeah, Pisces. If there's something here that you don't trust or whatever, be very, very careful because, I'm looking at money here, lacking. This is a lacking of money. And it could also indicate health too. So make sure that you're taking good care of your health. But I think the main issue here is I'm going to get the next rune out is to be very, very careful and listen to your intuition. Okay, because there's something here that you don't trust, and if you don't use your intuition, it looks like you're going to lose some money, and you don't want to lose no money. So what else is going on with Pisces? Well, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is some sort of companionship or some sort of a friend here. This is Iwaz in the upright, okay? This is talking about, somebody close to you, like a friend, somebody close. That's interesting. Ingwaz. Well, that 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, so now Ingwaz makes up for this. Ingwaz is very potent, very, very potent, powerful energy. It's procreative energy, in fact, Pisces. And it can be sexual energy as well, but, if it's any sexual energy is lacking for sure. Because I combine this rune with this rune here. And so this is most likely something that's going to propel you forward and pull you out of this lacking. But you may have to make sure that you're listening to your intuition, Pisces, because, you have money here at stake. All right, there's money here at stake. Yeah. What else is going on with Pisces? Inguas. Ooh. Wow, I've never seen that. I mean, I've seen double Inguas, but not quite like that before. This is really interesting. Now this is Inguas. This is Aquarius energy, and this is Inguas. Hmm. You like I said, this could be some sort of sexual energy as well. What else is going on with Pisces? But I don't know. I see a lacking over here. So, what's going on with Pisces? Most likely, we'll have to get. I'm going to have to pull cards on that one. Fehu, wow, Fehu in reverse again. So yeah, this is Aries energy here, Pisces, okay? You could be dealing with an Aries. This person here doesn't have really any money. They're losing money or something. So make sure that you're using your intuition here, Pisces. You know, Iwas here could talk about like a partnership or maybe a spouse or something like that. It could be for somebody. And what this could be representing here is something that you do not trust, because it's gonna make you lose money. I mean, you know, or health. This could indicate poor health as well. Urus, huh? So Urus is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so Urus is a missed opportunity. Yeah. So this person may have missed some sort of opportunity to bring in money, to bring in more money. Righto. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right, so let's check this out. Let's figure it out here, Pisces. So righto there is, it's talking about travel. It could be travel. It can also indicate forward movement. You know, there's been some sort of a lacking here. You know, there could have been some sort of lacking in some sort of transportation, or maybe somebody, if this person here missed an opportunity to make money or something, it could have had to do with something lacking, like lacking transportation or something like that. Interesting. Let's pull some cards. I just got to see more. I'm going to pull these cards out here because they're the same cards I've been using. They're just bigger. And then I got the little ones to clarify them with. So, what's going on with Pisces? Well, I like that. That's kind of a good card, really. Honestly, Pisces, this is the Ten of Wands. And in reality, what it is, it's the Ace of Wands. Yeah, because this is some sort of a heavy burden here that is just kind of like dissolving and going away. You can see Elhaz here on the top. This is talking about protection, okay? So, you know, you are protected. However, right now you could feel very vulnerable. Yeah, you could be feeling very vulnerable, actually, especially if I see Fehu here in reverse, or, you know, it could indicate illness or, you know, lack of money. And I think for the most of us that, you know, this reading would resonate with are the ones that are lacking money, or something that you don't trust about money, or, you know, it could be, you know, yeah, just whatever it is that you don't trust, Pisces, just use your intuition, because you're 100% right. Your intuition is 100% correct. What's going on with Pisces? Strength. Wow, see, look at that, strength. So, you know, Pisces, strength is strength. You know, when strength comes up, it usually comes up after, you know, a really hard time. It usually does. And we've been really, really strong. And look at this. It's kind of hidden. It's hidden. See it? I don't know if you can see it or not. There's Wang Yu right there. You're having the strength. You've got so much strength there, Pisces, and you're heading straight towards happiness. Yeah. When I see Wang Yu there, you know, I know that that's the Ten of Wands, but in reality, that's really the Ace of Wands, because the other wands are going away. You can't carry them anymore. What else is going on with Pisces? So you got the Seven of Pentacles, huh? So the Seven of Pentacles is talking about making a choice, you know. It could also talk about, you know, looking at things through rose-colored glasses or something like that. But I don't really feel that here because of these two other cards that I see. I feel that this is more like making a choice. And, you know, with Tiwaz here on top of the back of his robe there, that's talking about success and victory. That's talking about making the right choice, okay? And I can tell you right now, Pisces, the right choice is to listen to your intuition and trust it. What else? Seven of Wands. Ooh, Seven of Wands. So, yeah, maybe somebody wants something from you or something to that effect, Pisces. You know, but the thing is that, you know, you've got the upper hand here. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of a bunch of bill collectors, you know, demanding their money. And, you know, but they can't get you. You know, I mean, you've got the upper hand here, Pisces, but, you know, the reason I said that because, you know, I'm looking at Fehu in reverse, which could indicate, you know, people wanting money or you know, losing money or something to that effect. Let's clarify these and see what else. All right, grab the little ones here. All right. So why is the Ten of Wands there? The King of Swords. Some sort of clarity. This is Aquarius energy as well. You could be dealing with somebody that has Aquarius in their chart. It's a possibility because I see, you know, a lot of Aquarius energy here. But this is talking about clarity, Pisces. Yeah. I also see Barcana down here too. Now, Barcana is a new beginning. It's a new beginning, but there's something here about this King of Swords that with Canaz there in, you know, in reverse. With Canaz in reverse, somebody's feeling in the dark. And so if you've been feeling in the dark about something, this is talking about clarity, okay? And with clarity, you know, you're going to get some clarity, and you're going to be able to drop these wands, actually, pretty much. They don't really get dropped. They kind of get dissolved. Yeah. Huh. Well, I like that. What else is going on with Pisces? Why else is the Ten of Wands there? The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. Yeah, you could be learning something. This is a student. And somebody here, this King of Wands here, this King of Wands could be somebody else's energy for sure. And, you know, they could be watching you, Pisces. They could be watching you. Interesting. That's kind of funny there. The Seven of Wands came out again, but I'm not going to count it because I dumped a bunch of cards. You know, you guys, I'll never be a really good dealer in Vegas, that's for sure. Do I have all these? I'm trying to make sure that I get them all. There we go. Oh, man. See, look at this. Oh, man. Okay. Now I can shuffle them. Oops. Did another card fall? Another couple cards flew out. Wow. You know, I guess I have to count those, Pisces. They just flew out. They flew out together. So, you know, what I'm doing here is I'm clarifying strength. And, you know, I see, you know, quick energy here. Quick energy. Somebody that could, you know, come in and out of your life quickly. This has got Tiwaz on here. It's forward movement. And then I see the Four of Swords here. And this is like, you know, some sort of, you know, the Four of Swords could be talking about, you know, getting some rest, and also like, you know, could indicate some sort of peace. Because that's the first thing that I kind of came to my mind was peace. Yeah, and I don't know why, but, you know, when I look at this card here, I see, you know, peaceful water, you know, looking out, you know, looking out to the future and getting some rest. You know, this, whatever this energy is here, this could be us. This could be us. I want to get another card. I'm not really too sure about that. Wow. Well, you know, what you're doing is you're looking out for this. And I see the Ten of Pentacles. Everybody wants a Ten of Pentacles, Pisces. This is awesome. And like I said, this feels to me like it could have to do with a family member. I see Barkana. Barkana could indicate a family member. It doesn't have to be, it just could be. And, you know, with the Ten of Coins, that tells me the same thing. So, but the one thing that I do see here is, you know, feeling very, very defensive here, okay? And maybe things are moving slow. You do have your back to Nathi's, which is good, you know, and I like this because, you know, and I'll tell you why. Because if you can notice here, with your back to Nathi's, you're facing this way. This is going to be, you know, this is everything. This is money. This is definitely money. And the thing is when I'm looking at the lacking of right here, the lacking of money, and I see Fehu right here. That's definitely a lacking of money. But I see you looking out, and this could be picking up very quickly, whatever this energy is that you've been strong, that you're being strong through. This is where you're heading. All right, look at this. You have Rido right here. That ship is moving. It's moving home, right? It's moving forward. Rido is forward movement. You're moving away from Nathi's, from the lacking. In other words, it's just kind of like the way this guy is here. He's got his back turned to the lacking. I like it. And you know, when I see Ingwaz in there, that's really powerful. You know, Ingwaz reminds me of money. You know, it really does. What else is going on with Pisces? This is something about money that you lost, or something like that. But I see you, for sure though, Pisces. I see you heading towards this ten of coins. Yeah. I see Isa there too. Isa is slow. Why is the seven of coins there? Why is the seven of shields? Should say shields there. Why is the seven of shields there? Wow, that's a trip. The five of cups. The Five of Cups. And you know, this card kind of like fell out, and I put it back in, and then I shuffled, and then here it is again. So this definitely needed to come out. The Five of Cups is like kind of like feeling, you know, left out or something, you know. And, you know, I feel that, you know, you've definitely been left out of something, Pisces. And, you know, the good news about this card is, though, instead of 3 cups being spilt, there's only 2. So if you kind of like glance over here, you're going to see these 3 cups. I also see, you know, what's really quite interesting here is Isa right here, okay? See Isa? Okay, and then it's got like Awaz right here, kind of like this. So it's the end. This has been going on for a long time, and the ending of that is coming soon. Whatever this is, it's going to move you forward. It's going to give you whatever decision that you need to make. It's going to give you the right path, because I see Fehu right here, and then I also see, you know, Isa once again and Gabo. So this over here is your blessing. You just can't see it right at the moment because you're not looking at it. What else? Why is the seven of Pentacles there, or 7 of Shields? The Chariot. Yeah, see, like I said, quick energy, like the Knight of Swords, quick energy. And this is forward movement, Pisces, and it's going to turn out to your victory. Whatever this is here, this, you know, this is going away. You're making a correct decision, and you're following your instincts here. This is what's very important. And this is your victory. You see Kanaz right there? Kanaz is victory. And, you know, you're moving forward. Could involve travel too, but, I mean, if it's travel, it's to a good place. It's kind of like, sort of like the feeling of going home, maybe. What is the Seven of Wands? The High Priestess. Ah, see, this is our energy, Pisces, the High Priestess. It's also a major arcana, you know. We have a few major arcanas here in this read. We've got the Chariot and the High Priestess so far, but you know, this is talking about you know, being very psychic and you know, and knowing something. This is something something of a knowing, something that you know. What's going on with Pisces? Like a secret, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, there's some sort of a, definitely some sort of a disagreement here with somebody. Could be like an argument or something. And so what this is telling me is you don't want no arguments, okay? So you're gonna just keep your mouth shut and keep what you know to yourself to avoid this argument. That's kind of like what I'm seeing. You know, and I do that all the time. I don't want to argue with nobody. You know, what else? And look at this. The ace of wand, the ace of, the ace of, oops, sorry. The Ace of Pentacles. This is good news, Pisces. And I see a new beginning here with your money. I see your money actually, you know, later on here, very soon, your money's going to change, okay? It's going to change for the much better. Things are really moving fairly well. The only thing here that I'm really actually concerned about is this, you know, this Fehu. And this Fehu as well. This is somebody else, but, you know, it still affects us. You know, this could also be like a spouse for somebody. But things are going to change. You know, I'm telling you, Pisces. Things are looking up. This is the final card here, so I mean, I think it's going to be just fine. Let's get some moon cards here too. I mean, it will be fine. I know it will. You know, it's just a matter of time. You know, I see some cups there. The Five of Cups. You know, that's kind of feelings and. What's going on with Pisces? Luck is on your side, Pisces. Luck is on your side. That's awesome. I like it. So, and it looks to me like luck is on your side, especially when I'm looking there at the Seven of Shields with Tiwaz on it. Luck is definitely on your side. Yeah. Let's get one more. The end of a tough cycle approaches. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So this has been a really pretty tough cycle for many of us, okay? Especially where money is concerned. For some of us, it's been very, very, very challenging. Things are going to change though, Pisces, okay? It's just right here in the current moment, you know. You could be feeling like this. But don't worry. See all these wands? They're going away. You just may be feeling a little bit vulnerable. And I see that right here on the Ten of Coins or the Ten of Shields as well. You know, feeling a little vulnerable. You know, things have been moving slow. But I'm telling you, with the Knight of Swords, this is quick moving energy, okay? Yeah, so, and that could be somebody else. That could be somebody, you know, coming that you haven't seen in a while, that pops in and out of your life every now and then too. It could be something like that for some of you as well. But anyhow, there you have it, you guys. I'm going to get into the birthday extended reading now, and we'll see what's going on with that. We get the little cards out here. All right. So Pisces, we have 3 different birthday runes for our birthdays, and the first one is Solilo, and that is for Pisces born February 19th to February 27th. So if you're born during those dates, that's going to be your birthday rune. And the second rune we have here is Tiwaz. This is for Pisces born February 28th to March 14th. So if you're born during those dates, that's your rune. And then here, lastly, we have Barkana, which is for Pisces born March 15th to March 20th. So if you're born during those dates, that's your rune. All right. So let's get into it and see a little bit more. What do I want to pull? Oh, I want to pull one of these. These are called the Awarm runes, you guys. They're from Ireland and Scotland, ancient Ireland and Scotland, before they had names. What's going on with Pisces? On. Well, now on is a really good rune. On is sexual energy. And you know, and I'm looking at sexual energy right here. So there definitely could be some sort of sexual energy going on with somebody. I'll get into all these. I'm just going to pull them out, and then I'll grab the book and read from them. What else? What else is going on with Pisces? Louis. I'm trying to figure out what tree that is. I think that, I don't know. It looks like holly, but I'm not really too sure. Maybe that's not holly. We'll find out. What else? Arwish. Didn't we get that yesterday? So this is definitely the Arwish for somebody is definitely talking about, passion. Passion. I see sexual energy right here. I also see it here twice in both energy fields. So, yeah. So let's get into On and see what On has to say. But like I said, I know sort of much what what that's saying. Let me see, where'd you go On? No, that's not it. Oh, yeah, maybe I was on the right track. I got to look at the rune. Here we go. So On is the ash tree. Okay, so yeah, it's the ash tree. And it's also a gorse tree. It could be either or. And the meaning of this particular rune is talking about spiritual paths. Now Pisces Righto can be a very, very spiritual rune as well. Spiritual movement, moving forward spiritually. So that can mean that for someone as well. But really what this is talking about is health and vitality and sexuality. Health and vitality and sexuality. All right? So, like I said, this is definitely sexual energy, Ingwaz. All right? And it says here to not be embarrassed about what you desire and be open to experience pleasure to the fullest. So, yeah, whoever this reading is for, lucky them, because, I see Arwish right here, and this is, red. This is like, it represents many things. It can represent jealousy or anger or something like that. But when I see this is just talking about, red from passion. Yeah. And that's what this is talking about. Let's see what Arwish, what the actual tree is here. Whoops. I think I just passed it. There it is right here. Yeah, it's the elder tree, okay? So this could be, you know, passion. I'm feeling that this is passion. Now it could be embarrassment, like I said. It could be jealousy. It could be something like that. But I really highly doubt it. Not when I see this, especially when I see these two right here. So yeah, interesting. Let's look at Louis. Okay, so this is Louis, Pisces. This is talking about this is the rowan tree. All right. And the meaning of this is defense, herbalism, control of one's actions, growth, fresh ideas, protection of animals, and it may also be a sign of a threat to your prosperity, joy, or your physical or mental health. So, you know, I'm looking at Fehu here in reverse. This is talking about health. So make sure you're taking care of your health, right? And if you live in an area that's got, you know, a lot of storms going on or something, make sure that you protect your car, put it in the garage, or, you know, it could be something like that too. It depends upon where you live on this one, but you know, it's just basically, you know, it doesn't mean that for everybody is what I'm trying to get to. So, but the main thing here is making sure that you take care of your health, okay? Yeah. And the main thing also about this particular rune, it talks about divination and something, you know, you could possibly come up with a burst of inspiration or something, which is really kind of good news. I like having those great big bursts of inspirations. I do. All right, well, let's get more into it. Here, I want to pull some shadow cards first. What's going on with Pisces? What's going on with Pisces? Addiction, compulsive need despite negative consequences. Get support and therapy. So this can be for anything, Pisces. So make sure that you know, that's a shadow card. So that's not for everybody, but that's definitely for somebody. And what else is going on with Pisces? Feeling lost, wandering aimlessly, but time and self-reflection brings clarity and purpose. So, you know, and I like that. Time and reflection brings clarity and focus. And I see the King of Swords up there. That's talking about clarity as well. What else is going on with Pisces? Resistance. Holding on to old beliefs and refusing to adapt can hinder personal growth. Huh. I like these shadow cards, though, because, you know, they make you think and kind of like, you know. All right, so these are the really good cards here. What else is going on with Pisces? No problem. You're not meant to struggle and fight your way through. Drop the concerns of your ego and watch the imaginary walls crumble away. You've already won. That's awesome. What else is going on with Pisces? The beginning. There's still time to adjust or start over. Feel the life flowing freely through your being. All your wishes can come true in the creative potential of a new beginning. Wow. That's a really good one. Let's get one more. Oops. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. You carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself, and nothing will bring you down. Oh, that's a good one. All right, let me put the rubber band around this. All right, let's get some Marines out here. What's going on with Pisces? Give me some good runes. Well, they're all good, but look at that. You got the moon. The moon in the upright for a change. So that's good news. Let's get another one. What's going on with Pisces? The star. Wow, the star. That's a very good one. Let's get one more. What's going on with Pisces? Death. Or the scythe. But the scythe is in reverse, so that kind of isn't really as good. But we're going to get into it and see what this is talking about here. All right, just had to grab my book. Okay, so first of all, we got the moon, and the moon is really, really good. The moon is talking about your intuition. And, like I said, Pisces, there's something here that you don't trust. And I don't know what it is. It could be a person or a thing or something. But make sure that you're using that intuition, because you could lose some money on it, okay? And as far as your health is concerned as well, too. So make sure that you're taking care of your health and using your intuition. And this is a good sign of it right here with this coming up. It represents inner guidance and the exploration of the unknown. Like the phases of the moon, it encourages us to embrace our inner wisdom and trust our instincts, even in times of uncertainty. So you may be uncertain about something, Pisces, confused or uncertain, but if you're using your intuition, you'll be fine. And this rune right here definitely backs that up. It does. Let's see here. Let's look at the star. All right, the star is awesome, Pisces. The star signifies inspiration, optimism, and the realizations of aspirations. Like the guiding light of a distant star, it represents hope and guidance, leading us towards our highest potential and illuminating the path ahead. So I really like that. I do. Now let's get over here to the death rune, or the scythe rune, and see what it's talking about, because it came up in reverse. And it's not really too bad, honestly. Well, here, I'll just read it. It indicates some sort of resistance to change, okay? So you don't want to do that. Try your best to be more open to change, right? It also could be talking about clinging to the past or the fear of letting go or something, right? And it warns against holding on to what has already served its purpose and urges us to release attachments that prevent us from moving forward in our journey. Okay, so make sure. Yeah. But other than that, it looks really super good. I mean, yeah. What's going on with Pisces? I think the whole main advice of this reading is the High Priestess. Using your intuition. Yeah, knowing when to stay silent, knowing when to speak, knowing what correct decision to make. And yeah. What's going on with Pisces? Digaz. Digaz is awesome, Pisces. And I I didn't even have to, it was the top rune on here, Digaz. Interesting. So Digaz is daylight. So something's coming to light. Look at something that was in the dark. You got the moon right here, is definitely coming to light. This is transformation as well. Huh. How interesting is that? Let's get another ring. What's going on with Pisces? Gabo. Wow. So Gabo is a very, very good rune, Pisces. Gabo talks about a blessing. So we have a blessing. We definitely do. I don't know what that blessing is. Everybody's got some sort of blessing, but this is this blessing here is a new blessing. I like. Let's get another one. What's going on with Pisces? And incidentally, this could be love too. It could be a new love. Because I see Ingwas there twice. And then a lot of sexual energy. Isa. Well, now Isa is a very good rune, Pisces, although Isa is slow energy. Isa is the precursor to victory. All right, so this is what's in store. All right, and this Isa is just a reminder that although things have been moving very, very slow, that things are about ready to pick up. This is going to go away. But when it does, your victory is going to be yours, all right? I know it's going away. It's going to go away really quick. I see too many fast cards. I see the Chariot and the Knight of Swords. That's really fast energy, Pisces. But anyhow, there you have it, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.